Give me 1 second, you all. I'm running in the house late. I'm running late. Let's see. There we go. Oh, mm, okay. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. You all, let me know if you can see and hear me. Let me know, okay? See, can I hook up everything? Get everything hooked up here. Oh, I forgot to do something. So y'all, excuse this, okay? Can y'all see me now? Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, baby. Wait 1 second, y'all. Just this is the thing about running late. You need to do everything. So give me a second. All right. Whew. Oh, c'est bon, mate. C'est bon. So this is some pineapple drink. Mm-hmm. Mm. Woo, that's good. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Um, I want to welcome you all to the live stream. To all of you all that's joining me in the chat, I want to thank you so much for being here. Now, to everyone, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, okay? For those that's in the bushes, thank you for being here. For those that will watch the replay, I thank you also, right? But for everybody, hit the thumbs up, okay? I appreciate it. I truly do, okay? I just need the woosah. Let me clean these glasses now. Wait a minute. So it has been a long day. It's yeah, it's been a long day. Yesterday I recorded video of me in the garden. I was talking about what has happened today. But at the end of the video, I will share it, okay? At the end. Hey, Cherie Benjamin. Hi, baby. I've never seen you here before. Is this your first time here? Cherie. I think you pronounce it Cherie. Hey, honey. Okay, let's get to the top of the chat. Maria Patterson. So while I'm up here, let me know if you will be participating in Meatless Monday. Now, let me know. Listen, I know tomorrow is a holiday, right? So if you are not going to participate in Meatless Monday because, it's Labor Day? That's what it is? Get your water in. Get your water in. You still can eat them ribs, right? And seafood and barbecue, whatever. But you still gonna need some water, right? Just try to get your water in as much as you can, okay? Maria Patterson, hey baby, how are you? And Sweets of Heaven, hey Kiki. Hey Harvey, happy Sunday, Miss Lynn, and everyone in live. Hey baby, how are you? Thank you for being here. Bridget, hey Bridget. Miss Red, she said, good evening, Miss Lynn, and everyone in the chat. I can see and hear you. I got you, baby. Just fine. I got you. Same home, man. Cherie, hey, Miss Linda, and chat. Yes, We're here with, okay, baby, good. We can hear, I guess you saying you can hear and see me, right? Bob Brownlee, strike that beautiful pose. Mm. Here you go. Let me stop. Thank you, baby. C'est bon, man. C'est bon. The experience with Sassy. Hello, TNOG in chat. Happy, blessed Sunday, everyone. Same to you. Hey, hey, baby. Duh. Um, indicator. I'm not sure. How do you pronounce it? But duh. DA. Hey, hey, DA. How are you? Hey, Nana. Hey, baby. She said, hey, Miss Linda fan. How you doing? Angela. Good evening, Miss Linda chat. Hey, Priscilla. Hey, baby. Cassandra. Hey. All right. Hit the like button. Yeah, right when you got to. Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Um, Nikki Walker. She said, hey, Miss Linda and everyone in the chat. Hey, honey, how are you? Okay. So, hey, PIA. Hey, J3GS Farms. Thank you, man. Just forever. She said, good evening, Miss Lane and everyone in the chat. I hit the like button already on my way in. Come on, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do. We tarry until he comes homesteading. Hey, okay, okay. Where's that? Where's that channel? I don't see that channel. J3, where is that? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. But tell me who is that? Okay, let me know. Lily Bonton Roulette. What up, baby? Listen to you. Yeah. Hey, Lisa Harris. Althea. Happy blessed Sunday, Miss Linden fam. Hey, there you go. We tarry until he comes. Okay, now. All right. Hey, my baby precious. She said, hello, Mama Linda and everyone in the chat. Hey, baby. I got it, J3. I see him now. Yeah. Cheryl. Williams. Hey, baby. Georgia Gardner. Hello. Miss Gloria. Hey, Miss Gloria. All right, y'all. Okay, Sherry Benjamin says, hi, I've been here before learning from you. I'm usually in the bushes in zone 9 also, so I follow you. Okay, I love your videos and I thank you everything. Okay, my baby, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. So while my baby Precious is here, let me share this really quick. As a matter of fact, Amazon just dropped it off. And I thought about you when I seen this. So I decided to pick it on up. So let me show you what it is. If I could open this thing. I don't know. Okay, I think we got it this way. I don't know if the same ones you have, but I thought of you when I saw it. So here they are. You know what they are? Those are those sleeves, right? Let me put one on so you can see it. See how it goes. I don't make my arms too fat for it or what. But that's the way they go. So cool, huh? And I saw you with them, Precious. I love them. So there we go. These have dragonflies on it. They are nice, huh? Yeah. So I picked them up, y'all. Yeah. Garden sleeves, yes. I thought about sending you some. I love the garden. Ah, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. So we was thinking about the same thing. Veggie baby. Hey, honey, how are you? How are you doing? So let's get into the live. I'm making some of those. Really? God darn it. I wish I would have known. I would have, but listen, when you make them, share them so we can see. All right, baby? I would love to get some from you, right? Now, this material is stretchy. So I want you to know that. I don't know if you have some, but they are nice and stretchy. So even people with fat arms can really get them up there, right? What you say, Veggie? Veggie say, I love those gardening sleeve. Protects your arms without making you too hot. Yeah. I thought they were so cute. I watch Precious with them on all the time. I'm like, let me get me some of these sleeves. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What she say? Yes, we can get them from you. Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can. I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, they stretchy. Good, good. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how are you doing? Okay, so I want to dedicate, I guess, this part of the live to Callie Bruh. I don't know how his new name go. Callie Bruh, Callie, what do you mean? Let me see. Juicing with J new name, y'all. Anybody know? So if you know, know it, put it in the chat for me. Um, Juicing with J new channel. He changed the name. Thank you, Experience. Cali Bro J, right? AKA Juicing with J, right? Now, it's because of him. Hey, double M. It's because of him, this part of this video, I have took a deep dive. So, hey, Anna. Hey, baby. How are you? So I took a deep dive into researching because of him, right? So this is dedicated to him, to Juicy with J, Cali Bro J, right? Yeah. So sometimes when you're looking at people in our community, they're saying things and they're doing things, and many times we can just let these things go out over our head because we never heard from it, or we never heard anything from that before. And he is using this for one thing, right? What I'm talking about is Brix, Brix. So if you watch his videos, he used this instrument called a brick. And what Brix does is it lets you know the level of sweetness in your fruits. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Do you all know what I'm talking about? Have you all been to Jay's channel and saw him use Brix to level the sweetness in his dragon fruit? Yes, Mike. Yes. Yes, Mike. Yes, I know what you're talking. Good, baby. Good. Hey, Rob in the garden. How are you? So because of that, and I've heard him talk about that many times. And Jay, I saw where he opened up a gift from you, which is so cool, man. But let's get into this Brix, right? So Jay used Brix to get the level of sweetness in his dragon fruits, right? But did you know Brix are used in many of hydroponic gardening, mini gardening inside? And this is what I want to share tonight. So I'm talking about inside gardening, but I'm also talking about outside. Simply because we all know that TNOG don't grow inside, right? But in order for me to really get comfortable, I want to learn as much as I can, right? So let's talk about bricks for outside gardening. I worked in a produce company receiving produce almost 10 years. Cool, cool. So listen, bricks cannot only tell you the amount of sweetness in your fruits, but bricks can tell you about if your plants are ripe. And I'm talking about vegetables. Vegetables. In the garden, you can use bricks. So listen, when you get a brick, the little instrument, it tells you, or you can read to tell you like a 10 is high in sugar or what is low in sugar, right? Have you ever, and I'm more than sure everyone have, went to the store and purchased a tomato? And when you got home, that tomato was just plain old watery. There was no sweetness. It was watery. And most of all, it did not have flavor. And that is another thing that bricks can measure in a fruit or vegetable is flavor. Yes, they were colored with gases, not right. Exactly. So many of these vegetables, if you get that tool, there is so many things that you can do. So let me say this. Let me get a swallow of this here, right? Because I have been researching for about 3 weeks now on these bricks. I wanted to know about them, y'all. So this is what I found out. C'est bon, man. C'est bon. This is what I found out. The human body, we sap, let's say sap in a plant is equivalent to blood in a human body. Sap, right? The juices that you find in tomatoes or even your greens, right? The sap, the juice, it's like our blood. This is the thing that feeds your plant and tells you that your plant is ripened or the growth, right, of your plant. Many gardeners that grow inside. Now, Mike, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. That most of the times when they're growing inside, the only thing they are paying attention to is the plant growing? Let me know. Because most inside gardeners feel, and I guess outside gardeners too, feel that if the plant is growing, then the plant is happy. Am I right or wrong about that? Let me know. I'm going to wait. So one of the things I say to you all many times is that allowing dead leaves to stay on a plant, the plant will die trying to save that plant, right? And if you don't take these leaves off, right, the plant is in danger of dying. And many times, insects will home in on sick plants. Healthy plants, sick plant. Insects will home on the sick plant quicker than the healthy plant. Think about this. Think about in the jungle, right? Think about in the jungle of Africa, um, when animals, there's predators and there's prey, right? The predators are sitting back and they're looking at the prey. They're looking to see which ones is weak, not dead, weak. They're looking for the weak plants. Animal. They're looking for the weak animal, one that have a limp or one that is running, but they're not keeping up with the pack. Those are the ones that gonna get ate, right? Because they are weak. And this is the same thing happens to plants. When they are weak, when they are dying, the leaves are dying, the plant is not dead, but insects will home in on those sick plants. The smell, that smell that they give, the insects will home in on it. What you say, Mike? Mike say, well, rules inside, same as outside. But yes, most new indoor gardeners just happy it's growing. Exactly. But what about this? And this is the thing that I want to really touch upon is the flavor. The flavor of our food. Is it cool to harvest your tomatoes when they're green and bring them inside? Is it cool? Will they turn red? Yes, they will. But they will have more flavor if they stay out there until they're ripe. Anybody believe that? Let me know. Have you ever tasted the difference between your tomatoes and store-bought tomatoes, right? If you had this Brix indicator, you will see that sap, the juices in that tomato. Yes, exactly. It's so true. It's so true. And not only with these Brix, as I was saying, they will not only tell you how sweet and flavorful your vegetables are, but you can do this while the fruits and vegetables is still on the tree. You don't have to harvest it to do your testing, right? But it will tell you if that fruit is ready to be harvested. Many of us say, oh, I don't know when to harvest it. Well, if you know the Brix that this vegetable or fruit should have, then you will know when to harvest it, right? How many of you all have ever used a Brix testing device? Just say yes or no for me. You have. Okay. Okay, great. So J3, you saying you have used it before? No, you haven't, Nikki. I've never used it. But Jay kind of, because he always say, I got to test the Brix. I'm like, what are he talking about? Right? Hey, Jewel. Hey, baby. Hey, LGG. I saw you, baby. So this is just another little tool we can use to know if our vegetables are flavorful, right? I don't want any vegetables that is not full of flavor. I want it, y'all. I want it, right? This is my first time hearing about it, really. So, and they are not expensive, family. They are not expensive. Do you poke a hole in the fruit? Yes, you do. Well, it says somehow squeeze juice on it. But if you really want to know about it, please go do your research on it. What do you say, Jay? I test the sweetness of my honey. Look at that. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Hey, Miss Robinson. Now just think if we could use that same little instrument to tell us, you know, when so many of our fruits are ready to be harvested, or you can tell just the flavors in our fruits and vegetables, right? Are they flavorful? I think it's a cool idea. It's not something I have thought about, right? I have never used it before, but to hear Jay keep talking about these bricks, I had to go and do a deep dive, y'all. Right? I saw where someone used it. Yes, it is awesome. But let me just share some of the things I found about it. Um, yeah, it says that the bricks can't, it could be tested on so many fruits and vegetables. What do you say, Rob? All you have to do is squeeze the juice of the fruit on the lens of the refract, okay, the meter, okay, and it lets you know how much sugar contains in it. Okay, it's in. Good. Never heard of it, but I will research. Good, Georgia. Good. Because it's nothing like getting your fruits and they are not sweet and you wonder why, right? There could be many reasons why. So, for instance, let's talk about this. Mike said there's a lot of channels that rate tomatoes. One part is Brix. Wait a minute. My husband to see if he's really sweet. I bet he is as sweet as I think he is. Listen, that's awesome, baby. That is too sweet. Yeah. If we could test the sweetness of people, see there, I know. Ain't it true? And it's something, huh? I know. And all have to do with the sap of the fruit, the sap of this like our blood, right? And also think about this is that inside gardeners buy lights, right? And also fans to keep the humidity, right for them, or to keep the temperatures right with the sun. And they have lots of UV lights and different amount of UV to go on plants. All of these things, right, is to produce the best flavor in that vegetable or fruit. When you do your research on this, you're going to find a whole new world going on by just this little meter, and you can check your fruits, especially your fruits and vegetables. It's like buying a tomato from the store. Now, we all know the whole controversy between tomato. Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? But if you buy one from the store, it's a vegetable with no flavor. But if you grow one in your yard, right, baby, it's a fruit. She's sweet and she's flavorful. There's a whole big difference. And what makes them so different? A lot of things. Harvesting them weeks before they are ripened, right? Traveling, all of these things. Also, think about synthetic fertilizer. If you think about synthetic fertilizers, one of the big components of synthetic fertilizers is salt, salt, sodium, right? It's sodium. So when you're trying to get your levels right in your hydroponics, right, you're trying to get it right from nitrogen to make sure you have the right phosphorus, right, and all the other little macronutrients that plants need to grow. This produces the flavor in which we are. This is what we want. We want a good flavorful fruit, right? Um, that would be great to test grapes on the vine. Well, think about this. Speaking of grapes, the Brix tester first came into play because of the testing of grapes for wine. So you on something, and that's when they first start using Brix to test grapes for wine. So you are so right, man. You are so right. I harvest several sweet cherry tomatoes today. Only half made inside. Awesome. They were sweet, man. Yeah. So when you think about this, if you are interested in just knowing the sweetness of your fruits, right? It will also tell you, listen, there's a whole new directions, and it tells you if it's a 6, right, then that number is low. If it's a 10, that number is high and is good. There's a whole new scale, there's a whole scale out there that you can Google and learn, right? So just think if you're growing at home and you get a tomato and you test it, this can tell you so much about your fruits and vegetables that you're growing right in your backyard, right? I harvest several sweet cherries. Okay, Mike, yeah. When it's green, it's a vegetable. When it's red, it's a fruit. Like some other things, papaya and plantains. Yeah, yeah. So that's one of the things I really wanted to share with you all, just to see. Um, for instance, the other day I harvested 3 figs, right? One of them was still kind of hard. When I opened it, it was dry. It was sweet, but it was dry. It wasn't jammy. The other two was sweet, sticky, gooey. Y'all know, a good fig, right? Now just think if I could have just somehow made a little hole in that one that's on the tree just to test it. And I wouldn't have pulled the whole fig off, because once you take it off, it's off. But just learning something new and different in your garden, I think is always good, right? That tool would really be useful for diabetics as well, Nikki. Because listen, Jody was telling me the other day, she said, Mom, I would love to eat some of these fruits with you, but so many, fruits is sweet, but that natural sugar is still sugar. So you are so right, baby. Brick testers start about $20. Yes. Then a lot around $40. Or choose a $300 meter. Well, we ain't gonna do that one. But we can get, a $20-$40 range, right? I just think it's a cool thing for us to know, right? For me, knowing is growing, right? Knowing is growing. Yeah. So you all tell me what you all think about the Brix, and is it something that you would like to have? Let me know. So I want to thank Jay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Juicing with Jay. Kelly Bro Jay. Thank you, man. I thank you for just opening my eyes to something that I had never even thought of. Thank you. You would, baby? Good. Yes, thanks to Cali Bro J. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, you have it, and very handy. Good, good. Hey, Sean, I would. Yes, it's really, really cool. Right. So, Miss Red, yeah, I would definitely like to get one running to Amazon. All right, good, good, good. Because it's this. Let me just say this. I do not want to grow any vegetable or fruit that tastes like the vegetables and fruits that I could buy at the store. I don't want it. Hey, broke man, how you doing? Hey, TNOG and chat. You been in the bushes, man? All right. So, broke, what you think about that Brix meter? What do you think about it? Very cool. Yes. Lisa. Hey, Lisa. All right. Let's see, family. Yeah. You wanted one for the citrus. See, now I think that would be awesome for the citrus because I'm gonna tell you another thing it could do. Say, for instance, if you test one of your citrus, like a lemon or whatever, and that scale tells you that it's not sweet, and other little indicators it tells you, you can know how to fertilize your fruits and vegetables. Right? It will give you so much information that you will learn how to fertilize even better. Read about it, family. Read about it. It's gonna open your eyes to so many things, right? And just because a instrument is used for one thing, it doesn't mean that we can't use it for something else, right? And that's a good thing. Yeah. Let's see here. Plants low, it says here, I wrote here, plants low in nutrients. Oh, I said that. Plants low in nutrients will attract bad bugs. And this Brix meter can really help you with that also. Okay? And no, it's not expensive. Yeah. So tell me this, family. In this little space we have going on here, tomorrow is September 1. September 1. What are you doing in your garden to help you with this upcoming fall season? What are you doing? What is your plans? Yeah. Y'all had lipstick on my teeth. Y'all wouldn't even tell me. You dropping more seeds. Okay, baby. Okay. And Harvey, I see where many of us we are still in that in between period, right? Of harvesting, still taking care and growing summer and spring vegetables and preparing your garden for the fall. Already planting my fall, already planting my garden for fall, taking out old structures. See, that's another thing. And I've seen so many people is they are like trying to get like old trellises down, from cucumbers and squash plants, right? I planted a lot this weekend. On one of my shorts, I said I dropped seeds in cups and I put them in the garden bed in the garden. And then there was a question under that video says, Miss Linda, Do you put your plant? Do you put your seeds under grow lights? I don't know how to answer that, y'all. I promise you, I don't. I don't. Let's see. You planted a lot this weekend. I put my garden to bed at the end of the month. That's right, because you go inside all the way. Okay. What is this? Stop. Don't do that. All right, all right. Nikki say tomorrow I'll be putting fish heads and table scraps and other raised beds and adding more soil while enjoying these cooler mornings. And yes, we are having that. But let me ask you, baby, and for everybody else, who uses real fish or real shrimp heads and the bodies of shrimp and crabs? Who uses this in their garden? And I know, Nikki, you do, but the question is, do you get maggots in your garden because of it? So I'm going to tell you, I did it once. Hey, Bougie. Hey, how are you, baby? Good to see you. Good to see you. I used that once because I see my grandparents do that. But see, they did a whole different thing, right? We used to have part of the garden not full, right? In the fall, our garden was never full, not like the spring garden. And no, my grandmama didn't use lime. My grandmama didn't know what lime was. We ain't got nothing from a bag. We didn't, no, she didn't do none of that. But what they did, they planted deep. And they planted fish guts. They planted pig, the part of the pigs that they didn't eat, which was not a lot. blood, all of that stuff was deep. But I tried that one time in my garden, and there were maggots. And no, no, no. Oh, no. We ain't doing that. What y'all do to prevent the maggots from coming? Because I can't have maggots. I don't want that. Thinking about putting chicken wire all around the perimeter of my garden, the groundhogs. Oh my God. Yeah, for you all that have these big animals, oh my God, baby, I understand. Hey, homesteader Rachel. Hey, baby. But I planted fast, cold tolerant things like kale and bok choy. All right, baby. All right. Rob says the refractometer meter, okay, which is the brick meter, cannot help diabetics because sugar contents are the same of the same fruit does not stay the same if varieties every time. Okay, let me read that again. It cannot help diabetics because sugar contents of the same fruit does not stay the same. It varies every time. Okay, and do I get that? But does it show sweetness? That's the only thing that is important to the diabetic is the sweetness itself. And it doesn't matter what variety or who give the sweetness. It could be Nikki husband, but it doesn't matter who give the sweetness, but just the sweetness itself. Am I making sense, Rob? Yeah, let me know. Oh, okay. I don't know what you mean, DA. Having enough vegetables growing so I don't have to spend my coins of the exactly, Miss Red. That's I do. Okay, all right. I have, but I didn't dig deep enough And the groundhogs got it. Oh, now that's another thing can definitely attract animals to your garden when you use, um, raw uh, stuff like that, right? Yeah. Brooke say no fish, but bare chicken bones. Okay, you buried. You okay. But if I'm thinking if you use chicken bones just to get them deep, it would be fine. But the thing about fish is they got flesh, the eyeballs, the the skin, all of that. That's gonna make maggots. Now I hear some people say that they do bury fish heads and stuff like that, but they use lime. So does lime prevent maggots? Nikki said no maggots. I don't want them, y'all. Mm-mm. Candy Ross says, I'm on seven. I'm on day 7 of COVID. I feel good. I felt good enough to sift some soil. I ordered to prepare for seed starting in cups. Good, babe. I'm glad you're feeling better. I plant fish in my garden. So, do you use lime or do you plant deep, J3? Let me know. Okay. Or it's in water garden lime. Okay. Oh, you use sardines and water with garden lime. And okay. So, I've seen So Good Garden use sardines. Now, sardines are cooked. They're cooked, so they are not alive. I wouldn't think that they would make maggots, but raw fish. I mean, y'all help me. But I'm gonna tell you, I put shrimp shells and fish in one of my containers. And one morning I got up and I had about 1,000 birds all over this container. And I'm wondering why. Simply because I forgot all about it. Then when I looked at it, all that was moving. I'm like, my God, no. Oh, no. No, I keep on using 511. No, I haven't had any maggots so far. I do plant them deep. Okay, baby. Okay. All right. Yes, I use shrimp shells, but not again. Maggots came. Yeah. Yeah. I can't. I just can't do that. Leroy said, I never had maggots, and I do it every year. It makes my tomatoes go crazy. They love it. Yeah, you have to plant deep. I use fresh salmon. So you plant it deep. Do you use lime, Leroy? And hello to you. Yeah. Yeah, some things happen to me too. Yeah, maggots. Ugh. Candy says, I have to chicken wire, or you have to chicken wire all your raised beds because of rabbits. Now, I see Tag have rabbits, but her rabbits don't eat her vegetables. Do the rabbits eat your vegetables, Candy? Fertilize my beds, harvesting all of my mature plants a little at a time, um, to pace myself to put away my harvest properly. I understand, baby. I'm sending prayers across the miles that you feel better soon. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I did it once, but I went all the way to the clay dirt with it and then covered it over, and I had no problems with anything. Okay. So this is my thing. Now, I mean, we all want to have healthy, delicious, nutritious fruits and vegetables, right? Now, this is just me, and this is not anything against anyone who do, because no matter what you do in your garden, baby, That is your garden. And nobody can tell you what you can and cannot do in your garden. Because ain't nobody gonna, well, you can tell me. And I'm gonna listen. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm a grown woman. Hello, somebody. Okay? But this is my point. And the reason why I don't use it anymore is because 511, super juice, bone meal. Sometimes I use blood meal, but not a lot because super juice is full of nitrogen. And that's what blood meal gives, nitrogen, right? So I'm happy with what it produces. I'm happy that my plants is healthy with just those things I use. And everything that is said to be organic fertilizer, I don't need to use everything, right? I don't need to use everything. And that's my point. Yeah. Ann says, I will be making a fresh batch of banana water and planting some more potatoes. Good, baby. Good. You can use a glucose test strip to measure sugar in the juice of a fruit. Wow. That is so cool. It's more accurate. That is so cool. Now, I never heard of that. Brix. Yes. Oh, man. That is awesome. Mike, why you never told me, man? Hey, Leroy. Does lime mask the scent and smell? Yes, that's what lime does. It's supposed to stop the smell. Now, now I know it stops the smell, but my thing is, does lime stop the living of maggots? But I do know it blocks the smells. That's what it's supposed to do. Garden lime. Yeah. I feed my plants the crab shrimp juice. Okay. Yeah. I let these items dry out and then I grind them up and mix them in my soil. Shrimp shells, crab legs, mussel shell. Now, that is cool because, see, they're dry, they're dead, but this fish is alive. The flesh is still, you know what I mean, y'all. I don't know. Leroy said, I use fresh salmon fish heads from the Chinese market about 6 inches from the plant. Cool. When I use fish, it's 1 feet deep and lime deters the smells. But have you ever got moving little things in your garden from where you planted it, even using lime? I plant all fish and raw compost deep, and I put a big rock over it to keep the raccoons and possums from retrieving it. Okay. I never use lime, but I plant my tomatoes in individual totes. Okay, cool. Nika said, I've never used lime. I sprinkle red pepper flakes to deter any animals. It has worked for me for over 20 years, but I do think planting deep is the key. Okay, my baby. And maybe that's the thing is I did not plant deep enough because I planted it in a container, right? That thing rocked my world, baby. Hey, sifted some soil. How you doing, baby? I'm in the process of trying to harvest all of my herbs, dry them out, and put them in labeled jars. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's the thing is, right now, before your plants die, Go out there and harvest your herbs and things. Don't just let them die. It's just a waste, right? Hey, Tag, my latest rabbit was newborn and just nibbled on the plants. I have had grown rabbits eat my vegetables, though. Really? Okay. All right. All right. Precious, say hi, all. I had to stop. I had to step away. I guess that's what you want to say. Step away for a moment. I have to do. Okay, baby. All right. Trying crab meal for the first time in my. Okay. Garden lime also helps the soil by adding calcium and magnesium. I use it when planting tomatoes, peppers. Awesome, baby. That's awesome. Now I have a whole bag of lime in there, but I just don't use it because, I bought it when those little moving parts showed up. Awesome, honey. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Okay. So I'm looking forward to just nice, healthy, flavorful vegetables. And that's my whole thing. I don't want to be growing all of this food and it don't taste good, right? I want it to taste like it was grown in a backyard garden, right? Y'all with me on that one? Yeah, because I don't want my food to taste like it came from the store, right? I don't want that. What you say, baby? All right. Yes, Cheryl. Yes, baby. So let's see here. So one of the things I will say about farmers today in America, they don't, the flavor of a fruit and vegetable don't matter to them. What matters to them is the way they look. They got to be perfect, right? And quantities. But tasting does not matter to the farmers today. The flavor of foods does not matter. They will sell you a tomato that tastes like cardboard. Your reminder to harvest those herbs got me going out now to harvest the 2 times. Yep, I'm too okay. All right, good, baby, good. I don't want to eat tomatoes that taste like an old shoe. And that's real. That's real. So I want to thank Jay for bringing us through this really, really cool, just giving us some great information, right? And whether you use it or not, you all know about it. That's for sure. I'm loving the tomatoes out of my garden. They are so delicious. Amen, baby. Yes, yes. That is so cool. All right, family. So let me get to this here. Do you all have any questions about gardening that you want to ask right now? What do you say, Harvey? I just harvest herbs to dehydrate. So I'm going to post a video tomorrow. I bought 8 lemons. And this is, I don't know why 8, but I always buy 8 lemons to make my own lemon pepper. And the only reason why I make my own lemon pepper is because I stay away from salt, right? And if you go to the store and pick up a bottle of lemon pepper, say that, lemon pepper, The first ingredients is salt. And my whole thing is, I'm buying lemon pepper. Why? Why do I have salt in it? Right? So about every 3 or 4 months, I go and I buy about 8 lemons and I slice them and I dehydrate them and I make lemon pepper. So on tomorrow's video, you will see me making lemon pepper for Jody and I. What do you say, baby? Okay, say, okay, I read that. Yeah, all right. I don't want to eat tomatoes. Yeah, I know that's right. PIA say, I'm loving the tomatoes out of my garden. Yes. Harvest say, I just harvest herbs to dehydrate. Good, baby. Good. Kenneth, hey, man, how are you? Good evening, New Orleans gardener. Good evening, Kenneth. How are you? Priscilla, I've noticed that on the lemon pepper bottle, I end up throwing it away. You can't control the sodium like that. And this is the thing. And that's why I always make my own lemon pepper. I want lemon pepper, period. I don't want salt. So I make it myself. And it's so easy to do, family. And in the video, you will see it. It's very easy. The most important thing you need is 2 things: a dehydrator, or you can use your stove, and you need a ninja or something to powder it up. Other than that, you can do it. All right. Whether you're growing your lemons or buying them. All right. All right. I cannot do all that salt. Yes, exactly. I stay away from it. Oh, Harvey said, I will be watching. I want to make my own lemon pepper. And you can do it, baby. It's so easy. So easy. And we do it ourselves. Okay? We do it ourselves. All right. So, see what time it is, y'all. Okay. Let me share this with you all. This is something personal, right? On the video that I put up yesterday, I think one part of it I made it. What today is? Sunday, so it had to be Friday. It had to be Friday. I noticed you planted garlic. Will you be planting more? Yes, I have a lot of it all over the garden, but I will. I have some Italian garlic I will be putting in the other half of that little bed. But yeah. But anyway, in this video, I was sharing with you all that my father's oldest sister, now her name is Pearl. My sister was named after her. This is my father's oldest sister. She is the one that really made me fall in love with gardening. She is the one who says, let's go get a tree, Linda. And when we bought trees, no, we didn't go to nurseries. We went to the river. We went to the river, and this is where we found trees. She made me fall in love with gardening and trees and plants, just life growing. Well, today at about 2:00, family, she passed away. She was 79 years old, and she was ill. I know. Yeah. I am sad and hurting about it, but I talked to her yesterday. My last words from her is that she told me that she loved me. Yeah. So it was something that it was expecting because she was sick. But And my son said, "Well, Mama, why don't you not do your live?" And I'm like, "That's not gonna make it any better. I still want to do my live, right? Because us growing food and sticking to our plans and doing the things that we need to do for us and our family is important to me, right? Thank you all so much, right? So my Aunt Pearl was about 6'1". Most of the women in my family is short, and she was slim. And matter of fact, my body structure is just like hers, just tall and slim, just straight up tall and slim. That's it. And she was she was so proud of me when I used to sing a lot in different places and the House of Blues and be on TV. And she was always so proud of me. But I used to be upset with her because my Aunt Pearl, she wrote music, she played the piano, and she sung, but she never wanted to share her gift. And the reason she never shared is because she was shy. And I'm just totally opposite of shy. But she was shy. She was like, "Oh, they may not like me." I'm like, it doesn't matter what they like or don't like. It's what you like. And I love your voice. I love your songs you write. But she would never share the world her talents because she was shy. And it made me thought about my father when he asked me one day. He said, "Linda, how many people you think over there in that graveyard is dead? You know? Or how many songs, how many poems, how many beautiful talents that we will never see or hear because most of them were shy and they wouldn't share it and they took it to the grave with them." Well, I tell you this. I want to be empty when I leave here. I want to give it all that I have. I will miss her dearly, but the most wonderful thing about it is that I loved her and she loved me, and we both knew it, right? We shared so many wonderful moments together. I am the oldest grandchild. I am her oldest niece, and we were just really close. And she was very proud of me all the time, all the time. Yes, baby, I want to be empty. Yes, I'm going to give it all that I have, all of it. But anyway, family, I just wanted to share that with you all. And we experienced that so much, but it still hurts every time, every time. But she was a strong believer in Jesus Christ. And she was a loving woman. She had one daughter. She had been married for over 50 years. Her husband is 82, and he's wonderful. But anyway, if you have loved ones, you have family, you never know when it is your last time talking to them or your last time seeing them. Reach out. Let them know you love them. Okay? Let them know you love them. All right, family. Amen, Mike. Yes. She gonna be planting all kinds of trees all around things because she was amazing with trees. That was her thing, trees, right? Hmm. Amen. There's a song that says, I shall wear a crown when it's all over. When it's all over, soon as I get home. You love that, baby? I can hear my family in it. I can't sing it all because I hear them. It's a four-part harmony, the way we used to sing it, right? Yeah. Yeah, baby. Soon as I get home. Mm. Amen. Hey, baby. Hey, Unicorn Tech. How you doing, baby? All right, family. And listen, to the members, I enjoyed you all so much on our live we had, right? That was awesome. So maybe next Thursday we're going to do it again. Okay, baby? I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, baby. Um, you all have a good night, and we're going to see each other running around here on these streets. All right? Amen. Thank you, Nana. Mm. Thank you, my Nikki. Awesome live as usual. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Veggie Baby. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Nikki. OCD is chick. Y'all have a good night. And we're going to see each other back here on Tuesday, okay? I love you too. Have a good night. And you know it, baby. And you know it. Thank you, Barb. Leroy. Hey, Leroy. Welcome. You singing that back up? All right, Nikki. Good night. My girl. All right. Thank you, Bougie, for being here, baby. I appreciate you. Soul Patrol. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. But God is amazing. I thank him for just having the time with her that I did. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. You all have a good night, and I love you all, okay? I love you, Nikki. Nikki Walker, we love, oh, baby. I love you all too. I truly do. Yeah. Hey, Magnolia, lovely song, beautiful memory. Thanks for sharing. I'm doing the lemon pepper. Good, good. Awesome, baby. Awesome. Beautiful live, Miss Linda. Good night to all. Good night. You all have a good night, and we'll see each other back here on Tuesday if God say yes to life. All right? I love you. Love you, baby. Love you, Nana. Good night, family.